Hello, and welcome to the first part, or official part, of this, I guess, merged series. I see that my mic is a bit too high. There we go, that should be much better, I hope. Um, Now, I want to say thank you so much. This, right before I started this is when I first saw how many subscribers we have now, and it's 74. And last time I think I said it was about 60 and something, 65 or 67 or somewhere around there. Like, Jesus, thank you so much. I think it said this here 7 subscribers in one whole weekend, 3 days. Jesus, thank you so much. And yeah. um, but yeah, other than that, welcome. Um, for anyone new, this is a merged series, um, or what if from two different what ifs. So I will recommend you check these out. It's the What if Naruto was Reamer or Tempest. I recommend watching them. That's basically Naruto's perspective. And then I recommend watching the two parts of What If Deku Was a Lich, or at least the number one and the number two was basically the first part of there, but this is the official part. So yeah, because the first part of What If Deku Was a Lich was just his perspective and a bit of both perspective, I guess. Lich on the second part. So yeah, um, but yeah, again, thank you for all your support. I look at uh, when I come home, I look at like these, see if I have new comments or anything, and I just I'm very surprised over how the support I get. Ba- at the word especially, that's the word, especially on my first what if video, which has 21 likes and 820 views as I'm making this, and my second one, most popular, has 26 likes and 743 views, and that's the first part of the Naruto what if. Like, I wouldn't think those were that popular. And I see more and more people watch the first part. That's always I get that. Pretty much everyone watched this first part first to see if you like the what if. But yeah, I don't really have much to say other than that. Um, I don't remember fully where I last left off, but I'll see. I think we left off when we had a time skip, 1,000 year that time skip in the underworld. And I hope you liked the thumbnail. I trying to make it just those two in one picture, but I wasn't able to make it to do so. So I tried different models, and this was the best one. And I think, yeah, here basically I found a good a picture I liked the most. The picture I liked the most of Airy. So yeah. So this is basically what she will look like. I have another one, but I don't really like it, but I don't really want to have it there. Now, as you see, the title, it's what if Deku and Fem Naruto adopted Eri. Now, uh, if you have just watching this, go watch the first, like I said before, watch the what ifs that talked about before, the Naruto and the Lich one. Then you will understand how they are here like this, because this is just a continuation, just that they're merged together. So yeah. Um. But yeah. I guess we start with a what if now. 6 minutes in and we're still haven't started. But yeah, starting. Last we left off, it was a time skip. I showed how they will look, and basically, Izuku and Naruto basically looks the same. It's just Eri, like I showed you a few seconds ago. Um, that's basically how she will look like. And now, basically, they have stayed there, like I said, for 1,000 years, but I don't remember how long. I think I said like a day in the real world. I don't know, remember. I'll say 1,000 years in the underworld, and I guess good place because they are sky. I don't really know uh what you call it, or at least what I know, heaven. What I mostly know of, or the most common name, is 1,000 years. Both is equal to 1 day in the um, human realm, or the living in the living realm. Mm. Now, Izuku, or uh, like I said, I think last part. I'll just go through it again. Izuku and Hades is fairly good friends, and I got fairly good friends, and I got also about the yes, Sarah's apparently Persephone or Persephone, one of those, was a wife of Hades. I didn't know that, and I thank you for that. So yeah, she's there as well. Not and the friendship between Izuku and her is basically neutral. They're okay. They are friends. Aren't like best friends and very good friends. That is Fem Naruto, or Kitsune Naruto, the one you see in the right corner, and the other one, and yeah. um, and she is the god or deity of nature. So thank you for that again, and thank you for the more detail about the shadow magic. A bit of Zeus, I guess. But yeah. But I think I said last part that Zeus was basically power hungry. So yeah. And the thing I will just say things that makes Zeus evil. Basically, he's power hungry. He sleeps with several people, and sometimes in animals, but of course in animal form, to have children with, so we can make demigods. And basically, half of the demigods from Zeus are ends up evil, and he's married, so he's basically cheating. And that is a comment. Gonna say it is my research. But yeah. Also that with Persephone and shadow magic. But continuing, um, continuing, um, Izuku, or like I said, and Eri. I'm gonna say that Hades, and Persephone has a child. I don't have a picture. It's male. If you don't know where I'm going with it, then sorry. But it's a male. I don't have a name, so if you have a name, put it in the comments. So yeah. And Eri and him are very best friends, you could say. Very good friends. Ooh. And Eri, she. We go to when basically, and by this, Izuku have already become a deity. He is basically a deity of uh, death. Hades is the deity of the underworld, but he's just death and magic. The deity of magic. Yeah, just magic, I say. Um, he basically can control. He has every type of magic, but he uses mostly, like I said in the first part of the Lich one. Uh, he basically mostly uses those. But he basically controls magic, like who can use it and so that. But he can't control who uses it, but he control how much mana and how much magic they can have, or the limit to their magical powers. So yeah. And Naruto and Aries still calls him dad and mom. But yeah, and Zeus, by these 1,000 years, have been searching for him in different worlds for all the time. Like I said, in the thousand of years, 1,000 years that have gone by. Um, and he, but finally he finds him in the underworld, which he doesn't want to go in, and he can't send any soldiers. So he contacts Hades and says, Hades, why do you have a lich with you? You know how dangerous they are and how evil they are. And he says, I know, and he isn't. So fuck off. And he flips him off, and he, I guess you could call it, ends the call. It isn't really calling, but like, kind of, just with magic and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, what's the next thing? Next thing. I guess we can say, basically, Zeus declares war on the underworld because of this. So that's when, and Zeus says to they have a go to war. They're in a war basically. They can go to have war forever. Actually, never stop. So that's when Zeus gives a proposal, or has a proposal for Hades. The proposal is that if he kicks the Lich out of the underworld, he will end the war. He will not go to war with him anymore. And Hades says, give me a year, give me 5 weeks to think about, 2 weeks to think about it. All right. And he says, yeah. and he basically laughs maniacally. um, so yeah, and Hades comes back to the underworld, and when they fight, their the deities of the underworld, the heavens or whatever they you call it, um, are in a battle. They go to like a middle section between both the realms. So yeah, and he just goes back to the underworld, and he basically tells Suzuku this and his family, which he doesn't want to do it. He plans on saying no, but he also really can't because, or else this fight will go on forever and never stop really. So he gives the choice up to Izuku. Izuku says, "Fine, I will leave the underworld for the peace, I guess." But at least he didn't say anything about your Naruto and Eri. And I'm just saying, Eri can do a bit of magic. She isn't like I know I said that only quirkless people can use magic, but because Izuku is basically the deity of magic, he can basically give magic to her, and she can basically do a few small spells. Like she's more into healing than anything. So yeah, she can basically heal very. She's most skilled at healing. She can do a few like fire spells or any kind of spell. She doesn't like do like ritual spells, just mostly healing spells. So yeah, and she learned about like wounds, and she basically became a doctor. uh, so yeah, how long? 17 minutes. I don't know if I will make this very long because I haven't really gotten to plan much of this, so I don't really have much ideas. But yeah, now I'll go for a tiny bit more. Now Izuku, he basically leaves the underworld, or they make a huge like fuss about you're kicked from the underworld, stuff like that, um, and to never return. So yeah. Mm. Now, yeah, he leaves the underworld. He goes to like the human realm, and yeah, that's basically it. He goes to the human realm, or the living in the living dimensional realm. Um, and when he's up here, um, he basically begins to like try to make a living, or find a house to live and stuff like that. And that's when he finds about UA. And by now, the UA kids is just about to begin go like a year, let's say a year, other than the 10 months of the 10 months training. So yeah, and Izuku basically begins to get uh, what's it called? Uh, he applies for the UA and to take the uh, take the tests and exams of that. And he begins to like do small training like he does every day. So yeah. That's base. I guess we leave it off here. I'm sorry that this is very like short, and I think I remember uh, promising you a bit longer video because I didn't post on Friday. Ugh. It's just I kind of have not much ideas, and I haven't really had the time to like um, get ready and get the ideas stuff like that. So it's a bit like not fully there, I guess. I don't really know, but I'm sorry that this is fairly short. But I will try to. I will make the next part at the minimum 30 minutes. At least try, or maybe just do a live stream of doing this. I may do that tomorrow, but I don't know which time. It will most likely be late, like let's say 7 to 9 a.m. I think so. I think that's what you got say. Or p.m. I don't know. Maybe p.m. or not. Probably. But yeah. I just wanted to say that I maybe do the live stream of the next part tomorrow. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed. And leave a like, subscribe. We're almost we have almost hit 100 subscribers. Just 5 more, and we have hit it. Or 26, I guess now. That's and when we hit 100, I will do the next part of this 50 sub special, because I see we're not really getting there with us, and I don't really have any ideas for 100, so I will just do the next part of the 50 sub, and I think I will continue it like that, like the 50 sub or the like the specials will have like the parts, but it won't be continuing on those specials. So yeah. That was that. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. Leave a comment of Hades and Persephone's or Persephone as a son, a male name. Leave in the comments, and I will hope to see you tomorrow. Then have a good day or a night or whatever, and whichever time zone you are.